Welcome back to Orange Hat Reviews, everyone. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. We're going to be talking about current events. I just injured my back, so I figured I'd do a live video because I can't do recording videos right now. Basically, I wanted to touch on current movies that I've seen and whatnot. I also wanted to touch on a little bit of Star Wars Episode 9, maybe even the Fandom Menace article. So, because nobody is currently in the chat or backstage, I will touch on the Fandom Menace article. Recently, there was a Washington Post article from the Fandom Menace, and they decided to, let's see here, they decided to post a hit piece. Let's just call it for what it is. It's a hit piece. And they decided to call us out, say that all of the Fandom Menace people are, how are you doing, Soul Assassin? Sean Venestrand, J God J, how y'all doing? They've decided to call out the Fandom Menace as a bunch of white guys and right-wingers. I mean, they made us political even though we're not political. I mean, we all have political point of views, but we all have different political point of views. So yeah, this idiot woman named Bethany Lucina who writes for the Washington Post, basically says that we wrote, or that we're a bunch of right-wingers. It's like, I could name 3 off the top of my head, or 4 off the top of my head, like, at a moment's notice, who are not right-wingers. I mean, let's face it, Odin's Movie Blog, Jesse Milestone, Anna That Star Wars Girl, and Mecha Random 42. Yeah. And that's, you're not a right-winger, you're a leftist liberal. Hey, man, we all have political differences, and you know what? That's okay. We're not, or our platform, the Fandom Menace, is not really a political platform. It's a movie platform. But we all fundamentally agree that there should not be identity politics or real-world politics overshadowing the stories of the movies that we watch, because it takes away from the story, it takes away from the movie experience. It preaches when it should be entertaining. But yeah, it's like, she's basically saying we're all white men. It's like, I would literally like to ask Mary Mayhem, Jesse Milestone, Mecha Random 42, Anna That Star Wars Girl, Rosetta Allen. I would love to ask all of them, how does it feel to be misgendered by a mainstream media site? I mean, let's be fair. Jesse Milestone's actually used to being misgendered at the airport. Not that I support her being misgendered in any way, believe it or not. I actually think that those idiots at the airport should actually get their eyes checked. I mean, every time I see Jesse Milestone, I see a female. But yeah, that's me. But yeah, that article was just a complete trash piece, and I did the video earlier today. You guys could check it out. It's my most recent video. Right now, I'm laid up in my room. I would actually be in bed laying down, but I decided to get on camera to have a more immersed experience, shall we say. And it's just ridiculous. But yeah, earlier today, I pulled a muscle in my back while I was outside shoveling. I had to shovel a lot because we basically had a lot of snow get dumped on us. And I didn't really want to bust out my snowblower, so I got up every 2 to 3 hours during the night to shovel, so that's how I got hurt. But yeah, We got 6 people watching. Say hi. Don't be shy. Anybody in the background or backstage? Not that I'm seeing. So I'm on Twitter. If you guys look for me, I'm Orange Chat Reviews on Twitter. I actually tweeted out the StreamYard link, so if you guys actually want to jump into the live stream itself, you can. How you doing, Tubian? Happy Dinosaur. How you doing? Like I said, if you guys are on Twitter, look me up on Twitter. If you're not already following me, Orange Hat Reviews at Orange, which without the E at the end, Hat Reviews, all one word. I put the link for the StreamYard on Twitter, so it's an open foray. If you guys want to come in, I have no problem letting you in. I'm still getting used to all of this, so bear with me. This is my second live stream, and I'm still getting the hang of things. I just learned how to do StreamYard on a Kindle by going to desktop mode. Let's see here. Oh, I should also have my banner up just in case. If I do have, well, oops, wrong banner. And that's still the wrong banner. Like I said, I'm still getting used to things. There's a silent spell. I'm having internet issues, people. Please be patient. But, yep. Great. I just rebuilt my comic collection. I would join you, but I don't own social media. That's okay, Happy. Didn't you jump on one time with Rosetta Allen? But hey, it's okay. I don't mind. So, what'd you all think of the? Is this your first live stream that you've ever done? No, Daniel. This is Gomez. This is not. I actually did a 30-minute live stream last night, which was basically a Q&A. It was kind of like a prototype or a practice run, so to speak. But hey, I got more subscribers out of it. I'm happy, or I got more support, and I got a lot of positive feedback. If I don't answer your question straight up, I am sorry if I don't see it immediately. But yeah, we were just talking about the Washington Post article, and basically how it was just a racist, sexist piece of trash article. And like I said in my own video, how do you feel about Bad Boys for Life? I have not yet seen Bad Boys for Life. I actually have to, or I'm not going to see it in theaters. I can't get out to see it right now. I have injured my back. I have a patch on my back, one of those cold heat patch thingies to help with the muscle that I just pulled it, and it just twinged right now. That's why I closed my eyes. I pulled a muscle while I was out shoveling. How you doing, Chronos? Good to see you. Retro Gamer. But yeah, I do actually plan on seeing Bad Boys for Life eventually. I'm going to get Bad Boys 1 and 2 on my digital library. I'm going to get Joker in the next couple days for my digital library because I won a thing from a Discord. So yeah. Right now, I am just talking movies and the Fandom Menace article. But yeah, Bethany Lacina, that writer that actually wrote the article, you can tell right off that she is a terrible person. And I'm not saying she's a terrible person because of her political views. I am saying that she is a terrible person because of her general attitude towards anybody that has a difference of opinion other than her. Heard about that petition about replacing Brie Larson for Captain Marvel role for a black woman, Monica Rambeau. Yes, I have, and I heard that it actually has been revived, apparently, because this is not the first time that petition actually came out. It came out during the movie's release in theaters, like almost a year ago. And let's just I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. Before I even got into my YouTube channel, before I got it started and up, I mean, I had the profile and all, but it was just my name and whatnot. But originally, I was excited about Captain Marvel originally after I saw Endgame. But then Brie Larson came along. I started seeing the pictures. Okay, decent pictures. I'm not sure about the color of the suit, but I'm pretty sure that will be explained. And then then the first trailer came out, and I'm like, okay. But then she opened her mouth. Brie Larson opened her mouth. And it's like, can you not right now? I mean, seriously. I don't care what some 40-year-old white dude's issues are with A Wrinkle in Time. It wasn't made for him. Yeah, that's my SJW voice. I mean, seriously, if you guys are crazy enough, or I can actually do a lot of different impressions, believe it or not. But, I mean, I just found out recently that I can actually do a Bernie Sanders impression or impersonation that's actually pretty spot on. Not that I want to, but hey, if you guys want to hear it, go ahead and ask. I never saw any Bad Boys movies. Heard about, let's say, didn't see Captain Marvel. Actors and actresses should just keep on playing pretend. You know what, Chronos? I agree somewhat, and I agree or disagree somewhat, because it's important that everybody has a voice, sure. But when it comes to certain things like very divisive topics, you are running the risk of alienating yourself when you are running those topics, when you engage in those topics, when you make a public spectacle. I mean, do I agree with most of Hollywood's political outlook? No, I do not. I believe that it's very divisive, and what they are doing is very divisive. But I also do think that they have a right to voice their opinions, sure. But do they have a right to... I very much agree with you, Jay Guy. She has a twat waffle. I do very much... hold on one second. Orange Chat, have you ever talked about your opinions about the allegations and someone that came to Bill Cosby? That is a sensitive topic, but do the voice. So, which one do you want to hear? Oh my gosh, I mean, I can do a bunch. Do you want me to do the Bernie Sanders one? Hold on one second, Daniel Gomez. Do you want me to do the Bernie Sanders voice, Soul Assassin? Oh gosh, this would just be bad if he says yes. I'm going to go to my YouTube studio, so if I'm looking down, that's just me looking at my phone to do it, because I only do this for my Kindle and a phone, folks. Videos. Unlisted. Public. Which is basically all of them. Huh. I can't find my live video on here, but anyway, not the Sanders. Well, but yeah. As for the Bill Cosby thing, it is a sensitive subject because I have been involved directly in the whole Me Too era thing. But as for Bill Cosby, he admitted to some of the things he has done, and I do think that it is despicable to take advantage of women. as for his, or as for the other stuff, he's in jail. He's going to have to live with his. Hey, Rosetta. Hope you feel better. Thanks. If you want to hop on, Rosetta, go to my Twitter. I actually it's an open forum. If you guys want to come in, you can come in. What is my opinion of snow? Well, considering I pulled a small muscle or pulled a muscle in my back shoveling it, it's not favorable. But yeah. Back to Bill Cosby. I think that what he did was very wrong. He shouldn't have taken advantage of women. Does he deserve to be in prison for as long as he does? Yes, I do believe so. And he should not get preferential treatment because he is a celebrity. Harvey Weinstein is a sensitive subject. The Me Too movement, unfortunately, has overrun the Women's March. There was a woman on social media having this bizarre rant about Yeah, I saw that. And here we go, Rosetta.
Now this is inverted and switched. It's just weird.
Yeah. I know, right? But yeah, if I do have a silent spell, it's just internet issues. Rosetta knows how much or how bad my internet is.
Yeah, it sucks like a Kmart whore.
Yeah. I should really put in the description of this thing that, yeah, I think I will edit that. So, not for kids.
You allowed the person on who doesn't have a filter. You can't really have kids around it now.
Yep, that's very true. And I'll do it in all caps. Not for...
So I could set a lot of people off. I actually had a tirade I went on because right now I'm in Kansas City. Mm-hmm. And along the interstate to get downtown, they actually have a freaking billboard pushing Me Too.
Uh-huh. Keep going.
No, that's about it. That's where my tirade comes in. They freaking have a giant billboard that's all about Me Too and using it only for if somebody says something inappropriate to you in the workplace.
Yeah. Like, well, when it comes to the Me Too's, you know my position on the whole Me Too thing.
You know my position on these little feminists doing this crap and making shit up.
Yeah. I mean, because of the whole Me Too thing, it's just ridiculous. An error occurred on YouTube. This is usually temporary. Wait a few moments and try again. Oh, shut up. People know my channel's not for kids anyway, right? That's like strange and awesome at the same time. Donald Trump is man. The left is Hollywood crazy as hell, and I'm not even a Trump supporter. Hey, you know what? I mean, I won't discuss too much politics on here, but I will allow politics to be discussed. I mean, hey, I agree wholeheartedly with that statement. He has basically unmasked a lot of people for how toxic they really are. But also, I mean, the guy's not perfect either. He's kind of said some stupid shit. Now, pertaining to... All right, I remember that Bill Cosby, Andrea, constant allegations. Andrea was about to get him, but she said, but he paid her millions just to keep her mouth shut. I didn't really follow the whole thing, to be honest, because when it came to Bill Cosby's situation, I was in a very kind of dark place at that point. And it's like, yeah, oops, I mean, I do care. But yeah, and because, like I said, I was in the Me Too era, or I was directly involved in the whole Me Too thing, because I was accused of something that I didn't do. And it's not something I openly talk about a lot, but I figure might as well get it out there. I was accused of inappropriate actions on a minor, falsely accused, and easily proven not guilty. But the damage was done, basically. I had death threats coming to me after I was released from an unjust incarceration and whatnot. And I had to get the hell out of Dodge because the people that threatened me were very, very dangerous people. And I did not want to endanger any of my family who was in the area, so I decided to do what was necessary, and I got the hell out. But it also didn't stop there. I mean, even after I left the area, I still was harassed. I still was treated horribly by the people who accused me. I mean, there's a protection order. I can't do anything in any shape, way, or form towards my accuser. But the thing is, they followed me on social media. They sent messages to my friends. They calling me a rapist and all that stuff. It was a very, very bad time. I mean, I got out of jail this day 2 years ago from that whole time, and I did 9 months in jail for a crime I didn't commit. Give me the formally. Oh my gosh, Genisys is in the chat. How you doing, Genisys? But yeah, eventually the harassment did stop. It actually stopped mid to late 2018 and whatnot. And let's just say that I've been trying to pick myself up ever since. It's not easy being accused of something like that. I mean, my social media, especially on Facebook, because back then I didn't use Twitter all that much, it was very anti-pedophilia and anti-rape and all that stuff. If you take a look at my social media profile, I think that people who commit those kind of crimes should be put to death. Especially if they are convicted with overwhelming evidence. That's just how I see it. That big grounds for sewage. Yes, I tried, believe it or not, but unfortunately, due to circumstances that are of my own doing, because like I said, I was incarcerated for 9 months, and a person who has autism and who has ADHD, it's not a good environment. Jail is not a good environment. You're automatically put in protective custody where you are only allowed out of your cell 1 hour a day. And I was at my wit's end after 9 months waiting for my trial. I did not want to take a deal, but they hit me right between the legs with the one thing that I wanted most. You get to go home, but you at least have to admit to a misdemeanor child endangerment, which even as this judge was asking me questions when I decided to take the deal, he's saying, did you do this? I'm shaking my head no while I'm saying yes. Sadly, I did a deal with the devil, and I have been regretting it ever since. But I am still a proponent and advocate for those who have been falsely accused. I am still an advocate for women who have been. You're autistic too. So you basically know somewhat what it's like, Happy Dinosaur. But I am also an advocate for women who have been abused. I know women who have been abused, and I have helped women who have been abused. I have helped them deal with their pain. I have tried to convince them to go forward. Some of them have, some of them have not. I mean, just recently, a friend who was abused decided to go forward, and it paid out in the end because her accuser is doing time, and he's not doing as much time as he should be, but he's definitely doing time for it. But yeah, when it comes to any time you are put in jail for something you did not do, don't take any deals. You tell your lawyer or whoever, even if it's a court-appointed lawyer, you tell them, I am absolutely not taking any deals. You stick with it. And as for the Me Too era and their whole believe all women shtick.
Yeah, nobody should be automatically believed on either side. You need actual, evidence.
Exactly. When it comes to that, I believe in facts and evidence. I mean, yes, I am willing to hear the person's story. Absolutely. Everybody has a right to be heard. But when it comes to the whole thing, everybody says that people get away with things all the time. I've looked at the stats. How you doing, Thomas? I've looked at the stats, and it is a very low number, a very, very low percentage of people who get away with sexual crimes. And let me tell you, it's not easy to get away with any sexual crime. Now, yes, there are people who false accusers should get 15 years minimum. Absolutely, Genisys. The thing is,
only the ones that you can actually prove intentionally made it up and false, not just because you can't prove it.
Yes. I mean, the thing is, I absolutely think that those who maliciously accuse a person of a crime such as that, they should get the same amount of time as what the accused would have gotten if proven guilty.
And I agree. I just think just like guilty, it needs to be really carefully done so you're not going to get innocent people.
Yeah.
Because
I mean,
with these kinds of accusations, you can never. There's a lot of cases you will never quite prove or disprove. So those ones need to just be left alone. Let the two people deal with it once it's been handled. But those who they weren't in the same state, they made this up, their own family says this, these things like these cases, throw the book in the ditch. Throw the fucking book in the ditch.
But yeah, there is a case that in 2018 I caught wind of. Her name is Niki Alvey. This woman accused two kids back in 2016, two college students, of raping her in a bathroom. They got expelled from college. One kid is $30,000 in debt, and the other kid was bullied so mercilessly he was getting death threats like I was and whatnot, and he is literally afraid to go out in public because of all of it, because everybody believes all women and all that stuff. And during her sentencing, the story came out, the cops found out she was lying. She eventually admitted it, but she was supposed to get 6 years in prison for what she did. The judge suspended 3 of those years and then took 2 off for good time. For those of you who don't know, good time is time that you spend incarcerated, and they take that off of your overall sentence. Say you do a year or 2 in jail waiting for your whole trial, and you then get 5 years in jail. Good time will take off the year that you did, so you'll only do 4. That's what good time is. But yeah, when it came to my whole thing, I took that deal, sadly. Wait, before we get to that, let me get back to the Niki Alvey thing. Her sentencing. I sometimes ramble, folks, and I do sometimes get sidetracked. It's part of
sometimes.
Yeah, I know. But she gets sentenced, and while one of the victims that she accused was giving his statement of how he was $30,000 in debt, how his life was ruined, and whatnot, she's sitting there and smirking, shaking her head, grinning evilly, and whatnot. And it's like, woman, if I was the judge, you would have been getting 10 years. Yeah, Genisys, stay on target. But yeah, I'm still learning the basics here. Let's see here. There we go. But
Yep.
yeah, she was basically very malicious in her things. But yeah, when she got put in prison again, it's like you could tell she was just not. She got her good times without the punishment. Yeah, that's one way of putting it. 6 years in prison. Huh. It's okay, I ramble too. We all ramble, I mean. But yeah, back to my whole situation. When I took the deal, and like I said, I regret this deal wholeheartedly. They basically said you are not allowed to sue the county because there was grounds for me that I could sue the county for unjust incarceration. I will not discuss too many details of it, but they arrested me based on one word, which is, like I said, the flimsiest evidence ever. So yeah. And plus I had to deal with, when I was indicted, I had to deal with a detective that literally said he was making false statements. If I would have known at that time during my indictment that I could actually, I would like to see some peeps get, you're not going to get fisted or banned, but I would ask that you do kind of keep that kind of comments slightly more PG-13-ish. I mean, not too rated R in here. Not risking an NC-17. But I was not, I mean, if I had not taken that deal, if I had not been weak at that moment, I could have easily walked away from that entire situation with $5 million plus after I sued the county and after I sued my accuser. But I didn't, and I took the deal, sadly, and I have to, in a few years, I can see about getting my record expunged. So, but also I have to wait till 2023 and after that, because a 5-year protection order was placed on me. 2018, when I moved back up here in Tupper Lake, I was at the Woodsman's Festival. And here's the thing. I recognized my accuser. She was there. She lives all the way down in Syracuse. Why the hell is she up here? She doesn't know, or I was wondering how the hell she knew I was up here in the first place. But the fact that she actually, yeah. Anyway, let's move on. On movie news, what's your favorite movie monster? Godzilla. Godzilla, and hey, Nihilus, how you doing? Nihilus, if you want to get on here, you can. Go to my Twitter. I am on, or I put it as an open invite on Twitter itself. But yeah, we're talking movie news, and we just got done talking about my experience with the Me Too era. But yeah, go to my Twitter, my actual tweet, Annihilus. It's my most recent tweet. Just go to my profile on Twitter and you should find it. And I'll let you in when you're in the background. or backstage. But yeah, my favorite monster, Happy Dinosaur, hands down, Godzilla. And but also my second favorite, which is also kind of, there he is. How you doing, Annihilus? But yeah, my second one is King Kong. So when I heard that Godzilla vs. Kong is coming out this year, as much as I think it's going to be an awesome movie, even though they're doing massive reshoots right now, I'm still sad to see those two fight. Talk nerd shit.
you don't know who to root for. Exactly,
and it's like, I don't want either of them to lose. But some of the bigger Godzilla channels, Official D-Man 1954, he basically, I think he called it perfectly, because he's like, just don't let him be attacked, or they fight and then a bigger threat comes in and they have to team up. I think that's actually going to happen.
At least it made sense in Alien vs. Predator.
Yeah, because you also didn't have a definitive winner there either. I mean, they said whoever wins, we lose, but it turns out the human was the only survivor out of that whole damn conflict. The alien queen gets drowned, and the predator dies.
Which never should have happened.
Well, I actually am one who enjoyed AVPR Requiem. I actually thought the extended unrated edition was a better version of it. Parts of Godzilla vs. Kong filmed in my dad's work, as well as King of the Monsters. Oh, that's cool, Genisys.
Okay.
Genisys, do you also want to come in here? Because, like I said, go to my Twitter, click on the StreamYard link.
Yeah.
Groundhog Day is weird. The movie or the day itself, Chronos?
Both.
Yes to both.
Good enough.
I mean, I was born before the groundhog. AVP is a guilty movie pleasure of mine, and Wolf is a badass. Yes, I actually do like the Wolf Predator, because it's like he actually, the way I see him, he's like a CIA agent.
Wolf wins and takes over the whole country.
Because he was basically erasing all the evidence and whatnot with that blue acid shit. But yeah, not the Wachowski brothers, but
the way
brothers
the way they did.
Yes, Genisys, got a twatter, you twat.
Yeah.
The way they did the Pred Alien was a mistake.
Why do you say that?
The whole multiple facehuggers thing, that was stupid.
Well, the way that I saw it was there was a queen embryo that was planted inside of a predator.
Right.
So it would explain how because Chet is what they named her, it would explain how she could create where she had the ability to inlay embryos. Device is not connected. All right, let's get him on in here.
Sorry if I sound a little down. I haven't exactly been having the best weekend.
Sorry to hear that.
You just talked about your shit, so it's fine.
Oh, how you doing, Genisys? Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my world, bitch.
Welcome to my lair.
But yeah, what did you think of the Fandom Menace article that WaPo wrote?
Oh, I didn't see it. I actually just got finished watching Empire for the first time in 3 years.
Nice.
It's therapeutic
Genisys?
talk, by the way.
Yeah.
I didn't really read it. I heard about it, but I didn't read it.
Oh man, when I read it and I'm like, oh gosh, this is just crap. And I did a rant video on it.
Okay. Will you give us the short version?
Basically, the reader, her name, I have no problem calling this woman out. Her name's Bethany Lucina. And she basically says that everybody in the Fandom Menace are a bunch of right-wingers. And white male.
Objection,
and I'm like,
Your Honor.
Yeah, it's like, I'm like, seriously, that's just wicked BS.
Are we just going to ignore the fact that, let's see, Anna, that Star Wars girl, Jessie Milestone,
like I said, Rosetta,
Darth Barbie, Mecha,
Lord Callus.
I'm just listing off various female members of the Fandom Menace.
Why did somebody say the word callous at that?
Chronos, the reason why I have the cane is because of the back issues that I had from earlier today.
It's because he's a villain in a movie.
I just have to point out we had a Ladies of the Fandom stream and we ended up with Lethal on it for a while. So he's now a woman.
I saw that.
Is he now a lady of the Fandom Menace?
Yep.
You're damn right he is.
It'd be cool if Lethal could come on, but I think he's asleep right now.
Wake him up.
We asked him why he felt he had to come on the women's stream, and he goes, let's see, I see 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 boobs here. Why wouldn't I want to be here?
Nice. But yeah, hey, at least none of you were a Martian woman, with the 3 boobs.
Is that
sorry to hear that. Still joke worthy.
Yeah.
I mean, my back's starting. I mean, it twitches every now and then. Like I say, I have an icy hot patch on it, so that's helping. But yeah,
my back's acting up. My foot is covered in blisters, and I've been having panic attacks because I'm freaking alone in a major city.
Guys, keep the thing going. Keep everybody entertained. I'll be right back for.
Nobody needs to get images of the fat girl eating.
Are you not entertained, you fools?
Keep all 7 of you entertained.
That's more than I thought he'd get.
Nice. Fuck.
I'm not angry. I'm just a bitch.
I don't know how I feel right now.
Anger is a specific emotion, and I only hit it sometimes. Usually, I'm just bitchy to be bitchy. I just have to say, everywhere I go for quite a while, that Lethal is now a lady of the fandom.
Of course.
Oh, I just thought of a great parody account.
Ooh.
Lady Lethal. And
Granny Lethal. Did you see this picture?
Get his picture, but put a wig over him.
There are some pictures. If you go to Lethal's page in the post about that stream the other day, there are some pictures of people that have made female characters out of Lethal really well.
Nice.
So what are we talking about? More on Lethal's thing?
Yeah, he's now a woman.
Yeah, I was telling them I thought of a really funny parody account to do for him.
See, we don't just pick on you, Orgasm Hat.
Oh, Jesus. Like I said, if you guys want to do parody accounts or memes or any of that shit, yeah, at least Digital Pollution. If you want to come in, if you're on Twitter, go to my Twitter page, and it's my most recent one. It's an open invite.
Well, that's really not right.
But yeah, if you guys want to do the whole parody account thing for my channel, at least sub with the account and whatnot.
Hush, Orgasm. Nobody cares.
Well,
not even a tiny bit.
It's a reasonable request.
No, it's not. Shut up.
That should be your tagline. It's a reasonable request from a simple man.
Exactly.
What if it wasn't a reasonable request?
It's not.
Washington Post journalists spend their precious time writing an article about the Fandom Menace. It is remarkably laughable and pathetic.
Let's look at the bright side.
I found something out the other night. Last night, middle of the night, I signed in because I woke up in the middle of the night and Nerdrotic was just starting to stream, and I said hi in the chat, and he started telling me that the feminist trash article that was written as a response to WaPo had screenshots of me in it.
Huh.
blasting
I didn't
me.
see a screenshot on you.
Wait,
I looked
Oh,
at it.
they sent me the link. I found it. Not the WaPo one, the one that was a response to it. That were calling everyone in the fandom alt-right and male chauvinists and stuff. They literally showed my female picture and tried to claim that with it.
Jeez.
Well, let's look at the bright side. Fandom Menace just got a free advertisement, and they're living rent free in their heads.
Exactly. So they're
That's
telling
true.
me that. So I'm like, I didn't. He's like, you know this, right? I'm like, no, I didn't. I've been traveling. I didn't see anything. So they send me the link and look at. Oh, great. Oh, and they also misquoted it and actually took it out of context. Yeah, part of the course. Little bitches.
Taking it out of
But
context.
yeah.
No way.
Yes, please smash that like button, folks, if you're in the stream and whatnot.
Or if you're intelligent like me, you won't because you like your computer.
Yeah, don't
that
ever
too.
give likes to Orgasm Hat. That's just bad.
Orgasm review.
nice one, Rosetta.
But yeah.
This is Pink Hat Reviews.
Yeah, I finally found out who did Blue Hat reviews.
Who was it?
ABC.
Mm-hmm.
Figures.
Of course.
It's like, I thought it was a
ABC has already admitted that he's rude finger Rosetta.
send the Twitter to Super Bong Man.
But I keep telling him it's not like it was hard for people to figure that out. You show up in the chat, all of a sudden they're getting super chats by Rude Finger Rosetta in Australian dollars.
Let's see here.
Duh.
I think I still have it.
I didn't look at that part. Yeah, that's a dead giveaway.
I'm not
See,
dead.
he shouldn't use those spoof names to send supers because it narrows it down a lot.
Yeah, it narrows it down to a great deal.
Pretty much him.
I'm still here. Just
It
give me a
narrows it
second.
down to about 5 people. But no, I started up another one. It's unfinished homework.
Giovanna's.
Yeah,
That was you.
yeah, that's me.
Trigger.
Yeah, that's me.
God.
Yeah.
You were in the chat that night, weren't you?
I was lurking.
Well,
There was
I will
nothing
say,
on TV, so I was like, I got an idea. But I
what
went
we did
ahead.
to 19K Fox was mean as all fuck.
You have an idea. Isn't that dangerous, Genisys?
I before I started, like after the first little joke towards Giovanna, I told her
There he
that
is.
it's me. That way, like she doesn't feel harassed. And I was like, if anything I say bothers you, just let me know. No, that way she doesn't feel harassed or anything.
Right.
But I try and balance it out, so I'll just start roasting somebody else in the
To
chat.
be fair, ABC actually does send me things to get permission first.
Yeah,
He doesn't to you guys, but he does to me because he likes me.
I don't know why.
I don't know. Would you shut the fuck up? I've been through it.
See, so mean.
Let's see here. Thank you, Soul Assassin, for sharing that, or for sharing the stream. But yeah. All right, what's going on?
You don't want to know.
Joker.
Rosetta, what did you do?
Joker is entered the stream.
DJ Doggy did.
D-Day Doggy. Yes, D-Day Doggy.
Oh gosh, what did Leia say now?
I will eat Baby Yoda about 20 times.
Who is behind the Leia account?
Like I said, I'm 67% sure it's Jeremy.
I'm sure.
A dog.
I'm sure it's not with how much he's overworked, honestly.
No. He
true.
He can't even keep up with his own pages right now.
But I am sure that
I think it's fuck, we got her name. Wow, this is really bad. God, what's her name? I'll think of it here in a minute. Mine went blank.
Your mind is always blank.
Chronos? Okay, if you're just playing around with Rosetta, that's fine, but...
Who's...
Yeah.
One of the main Fandom Menace ladies.
Mary Mayhem.
Thank you.
Mecca Random 42.
I believe it's Mary behind the Leia account.
I mean, there is one real way that I can find out who it is. All I basically got to ask, what's your favorite alcoholic drink?
Nah, she ain't that stupid. Well, I mean, she's
not.
No,
it isn't. You want to know why? Because if Leia was to say, "No, I don't drink," then I know it's Jeremy, because Jeremy doesn't drink.
Dude, I seen the video.
Know anything because you'd have to have an honest answer, not somebody going, "Yeah, you're pushing for something. I'm gonna fuck with you back."
But I seen the video back when the first time he ever met Gary in person, and I think Jesse and a couple others. All of them were at the bar, and Jeremy wasn't like drinking, everybody else was, and I'm like, dude, like,
here he is.
I don't drink.
Like,
Digital Pollution, how are you?
Not too shabby, sir. Not too shabby.
Cola.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Hello. Oh dear.
Sorry to interrupt you, Genisys.
Rude.
Yes, it was rather rude. And I'm sorry to be for the interruptee. If you know what I mean.
Interruptions are part, of course.
See, this is the level of accent I'd like to hear.
Hey, Rosetta, how's it going?
So, it feels...
Ask me, I'm not in the city alone.
I'm sorry.
Thank you for letting me just pop in for a moment.
Sure. Oh, hey, man. More the merrier.
Well, it's always nice to be with OHR. It always is.
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely
nice
gonna
be here with this beautiful crowd.
Yeah. I mean, I'm definitely going to be doing more movie-oriented live streams, but right now it's just screw around live stream right now.
Yeah, that's good. I like screw around live streams.
Dude.
And we were also talking about the Fandom Menace article. Did you hear about that one?
I didn't. No. If you could extrapolate on that point, that'll be nice.
Well, Washington Post basically did a hit piece out on the Fandom Menace, basically saying that we're nothing but a bunch of straight white male right-wingers. And it's like, I could name like 5 or 6 people off the top of my head.
Yeah, I was about to say that's not entirely true. A bunch of hate mongers I might have gone along with, but yeah.
Mixed race female centrist. Don't fit any of those taglines.
Exactly.
Indeed, Rosetta, yes.
But yeah, Digital Pollution and we actually met on Moira's stream, and we were talking Terminator one time, and I'm definitely going to have to get you on a Terminator stream with me sometime.
Oh,
well, you know talk about Terminator. Do that?
Huh?
Like, Terminator's like dead right now.
Well, but still there are fans who want to see, or who have the mind to create a real good potential story.
Here's what I would do.
I'm with Dolph on this one. It is fucking dead. You've got to come up with something special.
Can I?
But here's the thing. All right, the first Terminator, Judgment Day, but have Salvation be number 3.
Well, Salvation would actually be a decent number 3.
And you can work off that because you have Kyle Reese, who's a kid, so the Fallen film have him 20. He's supposed to be like what 30 when he goes back and meets Sarah Connor. Sarah
Connor was in her early 20s, I believe. So he was like late mid 20s, early 30s.
In that age range, like 25, 30, and he's grown up, trained to fight, yada yada, and they can easily fix this. They just
how you doing, open minded? Sorry,
but yeah.
I mean, there's been a pretty good Terminator game released recently. So that's
the Resistance game, yeah.
Yeah, I have heard so much mixed reviews about that game. Some people say aesthetically it's a good shoot 'em up and blah 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 blah, but in terms of story and some of the graphics and the glitches, I've heard it is the basic. Well, look at all of these AAA games.
I'm starting to get less and less of a shit about how graphics look.
No, but you rarely get a finished game, don't you? In these AAA games, it's all patched up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're gonna give you 3/4 of a game, and then we're gonna fill in the gaps with a patch.
Well, Resistance.
To answer Sketch, 1 second, guys. To answer Sketch, I was shoveling earlier this morning, keeping up with the shoveling to keep it from getting too piled up, and I pulled a muscle in my back. But hey, man, those Harley Quinn trailers, they are painful to watch, too.
Oh,
they really are.
Showing up on my Discord. I'll get him in the chat.
Yep. Annihilus, go ahead. You were saying?
Resistance actually isn't AAA. It's not made by a AAA studio. They have a AAA movie license, sure, but the game itself is very, I guess it's very on the same level as something like Hellblade. Or shit. There was another really good one. Get Even. That one's also qualifies as like a quote-unquote AA.
Let's see here.
And I'd even count Outer Worlds amongst the non-AAA games that came out last year.
There we go. I've just sent the link out to Superfan Adam Shawhan. So I hope he should be joining the chat very soon.
The chat? All right, cool. Also, open-minded, if you want to jump on in, go to my Twitter. And
OPM.
If you go to my Twitter, yeah, you'll be able to see the link because I did an open invite.
This is what the internet's for, man. OH, this is what it's for.
Yep. But yeah, I'm actually going to I should start creating wrenches. So who wants a wrench?
Wrench me up, boss.
Well,
all right.
Considering I'm mostly here, you might as well give us one.
All right. Put a comment in the chat
shit,
so I
yeah,
can see
type
it.
something first, yeah.
But yeah.
Let's put this in there.
Alrighty. Now I just got to find out how to do the whole thing because, like I said, this is only my second live stream, and I got 10 viewers, so that's cool.
I think you right-click it and then give them permission. I think I can't remember since I did it on my streams and give people wrenches.
Yeah,
I think you just go on the name and then you've got an option or something. I can't. To be honest, dude, I can't remember.
Shit.
Well, let's see here. No, that just highlights it.
Hang on a minute.
That's just highlighting it. Let's see here. Put user in timeout, blog user. No.
It's on that pane. It's on that thing where it says put user in timeout and all that. It's in that graphic.
Yeah, but I'm not seeing it because I only get 2 options when I do it. So add as moderator.
That's the one. Add as moderator. That's the one.
There we go. Comment made.
Well, let's see here.
No, that's what that's what it's called.
Yeah. Well, here's the
See
thing.
if
I'm
any
gonna
of you
do.
can get that.
The comment has been brought to you by the Cybernetics Corporation, SCC.
This comment says brought to you by Sud So Soaps. Remember, kids, scrub hard, scrub fast, and stay clean.
And
All
if it
right,
burns,
Annihilus. Open-minded, would you like to be a moderator? And G-Fan is in the house. How you doing, G-Fan?
Oh, good. How are you?
Good. Sorry if you were waiting a bit.
No. I just saw your tweet. My Twitter's at Kaiju428 4284. So
Nice name, dude. Kaiju. No,
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a Godzilla fan like I am.
Yeah, man, Kaiju. I fucking love it, man. Love the name already. I can automatically be friends with this guy.
Nice.
I don't sound like
Alright,
super
digital
chipper today, by the
collusion.
way. I've been got into a fight.
Moderator.
I got into a fight with someone yesterday, and well, not really a
Alrighty.
fight. It was like a disagreement, but they took it way out of proportion and tried to peg it all as my fault, like they usually do.
What were your thoughts on Shin?
On what?
Shin.
Shin Godzilla.
Don't know.
Oh.
I'm not a super huge Godzilla person.
I think he was
Oh,
asking G-Fan.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, I loved it. It was probably one of the most unique of the Godzilla movies, especially like seeing him evolve and that sort of thing. It was like really. I thought it was really good.
Adam.
Really, Genisys? Sorry, guys.
No,
That's
I
right.
enjoyed it completely. I had a lot of my friends who, you know what I mean? We grew up Godzilla, we're big Godzilla
Right.
fans. And I actually fell out with a couple of close friends over Shin. And they were
Really?
going, no, this isn't Godzilla. This isn't Godzilla. What's this new rebirth? What's all the red? What's with the tail? What's this all about? I goes,
I
dude,
thought
what do you expect it to be stagnant forever and just have a glowing back and glowing breath? Do you expect it to be stagnant forever? You've got to move the franchise on. And this was a natural progression of the franchise.
Well,
in
one
a
of
way
the things,
it was.
yeah. It was such a great progression, but at the same time, what I really liked about it, it essentially made fun of the Japanese bureaucracy, of how many times they have meetings and all these people are dying and they're still pandering around on meetings, and
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Dude.
actually in response for the
Exactly.
the nuclear disaster that Fukushima happened. So it's kind of like a allegory to that.
Well, exactly. Well, we all know the origins of the first movie in 55, 53, whenever
54.
it was.
54.
54, sorry. I knew it was bloody hell. I got it wrong way either
Same
way.
year as Bikini Atoll.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And that was an answer to that question, wasn't it? And
Yeah.
I mean, you've always had that sort of. Oh, sorry, come on.
There was a thing when I saw Shin Godzilla. I actually have it on my Voodoo account, and the English, obviously. But when I saw Kamada-kun, the first stage where he comes on land, and I'm thinking to myself, somebody should do a comedy audio dub, because he looks like he's in pain. I mean, you got freaking blood just pouring out of this thing's gills
Yeah, man.
and whatnot.
Yeah.
And it's like, holy shit. And so I'm thinking, while you see him wriggling around on land, somebody should just be going like in some sort of funny voice, existence is pain. This freaking hurts so bad and whatnot. And when he finally just evolves and stands upright, it's like, God damn it. Oh, wait, I got arms. Yeah. And just, oh my gosh, I could do it. Oh my God. One of these days when I get all the equipment, Sketch Therapy, one sec. Here we go. How you doing, Sketch?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. But
I can't
yeah,
hear the orange hat.
you can't hear
Let me
me.
drop out and come back in.
All right. But yeah, then when he starts overheating as Shinagawa-kun, where he just stands up and then he just starts really heating up, and it's like, then he just runs, and it's like, shit, is it getting hot in here?
Yeah.
Shit, that's me. And then he just runs.
Something's burning. Hey, something's burning. Oh wait.
I mean, I could just, oh my god, I wish I could do shit like that because it would just be absolutely awesome. All right, let's let him back in.
All
Can
right,
you
I can
hear me now?
I hear you now. I hear you now. That reminds me of an old commercial.
Yeah.
The guy with the glasses.
The Verizon, the old Verizon guy. Now he's a Sprint guy. True.
Yeah, that guy.
That was the greatest portrayal ever.
Hey man, if that's your claim to fame, you're gonna go where the money's at. I mean, that's it. That's your thing. I haven't seen him in any movies. I'd like to.
The dude's more famous than some freaking celebrities.
Well, that's good enough, isn't it?
No, he popped up in a article. It's like 20 people. You know their face, but you have no idea what their name is.
Exactly.
I
have no idea what his name is.
Oh,
I don't either. I don't care.
Pretty much like a live stream on the internet.
I mean, I always thought he was Jared or Subway Jared's freaking cousin or some shit.
Holy shit. Well, you wouldn't want that come out in public, would you?
No, he really wouldn't. But yeah. Oh my gosh. When I saw the news that Jared got locked up for that stuff or for child porn and whatnot, it's like, well, he's definitely not going to be asking for the footlongs anymore.
Well, definitely not.
You never know.
Let's face it, when he started that campaign, that is when he was looking at child porn. When he got thin, that's when the stories come out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
you look at the before and after of that.
I also
guy.
think he's the only one that got skinny on that diet. I think it's not that you know, it's not that slimming.
No, I agree with you. I have seen these fucking trucks pull in. Warning, this human is reversing. You know what I mean? I've seen that.
Also, there's the Incredimeat. That's not that healthy either. There's a lot of stuff we think is healthy, and it's not that healthy. I saw South Park.
What is healthy? You know what I mean? Especially when you're dealing with fast food.
I mean, if you're going with
you're rolling the dice, it might as well be Vegas. You're rolling the dice. Come on, give me low sodium. Give me low sodium. Give me low sodium. Oh, shit, I crapped out on the sauce. It's high fat content.
Well, all this stuff is coming from the WHO. I don't trust their metrics.
I do. If you're going to lose weight, the key is to eat at home. Don't buy any fancy salads with all this bullshit on it. Sort your food out on your own terms and do a bit of exercise.
You guys ever watch that channel? No bullshit.
Way you're gonna lose fucking weight.
You guys ever watch that channel? No bullshit.
Yep.
Okay, so he was going over all these vegans that had to quit veganism. They had to quit veganism because they had to admit that they ate a sandwich and they felt like so much better.
Oh, that's awesome.
Of course you would, dude. I was a vegetarian for 20 years. And when I sank my teeth into a bacon sandwich, it was like God handed it to me on a plate. You know what I mean? After 20 years of eating egg mayonnaise sandwiches.
Oh, God.
It was like God handed this bacon sandwich. There was a glow behind it as I picked it up off the tray. There was a celestial glow behind the bacon sandwich. You know what I mean?
Oh my God! You know what you should try?
Welcome back. We have missed you, sir.
St. Louis barbecue. If you ever go to the States, go to St. Louis, get the barbecue. The meat just falls off the bone. It's just so soft and tender and well seasoned. They cook it real slow. And if you come to Puerto Rico, you do that for pork.
Strangely enough, that was my flyer for the cannibalistic course I was trying to run, but nobody signed up.
As I understand it, human meat is not that good for you. You get kuru. That's not good. It'll give you brain disease. You don't want to eat the humans. I mean, I would eat a human if I was like, stuck in a mountain, like in that movie Alive. You remember that movie Alive, right?
Oh, yeah.
Who doesn't?
soccer team up a hill without, up Shit's Creek without a river, or
Dude.
whatever. They're
Dude.
gonna find your bones, the Frank and the beans. The rest, I'll eat it.
If I was just 20 miles out from civilization, I'm eating you, you fuck it. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
it's already. I wouldn't kill.
Even if I was 20 miles out from a big Slurpee and a fucking huge burger, I'm eating you, you cunt. You think I'm traveling 20 miles for food?
Hey, once it's dead,
you're in the pot.
It's just meat. It's just meat. Once it's dead, it's not just meat.
Ah, fuck it. Meat's meat, dude.
Jeez.
It's like a comedian. He says when he travels, he keeps a bottle of A1 in his suitcase for just in case the plane goes down.
Suitcase? No, that's on a holster like it was a gun.
Oh yeah. No, you've got to admit though, it's a good job these people do this shit, because when the shit goes down, we're going to use their supplies and we're going to eat them. So it's a good job these people do this shit.
What the actual hell are we even talking about?
Well, I wanted to know
now
what
we've
you guys
reached the whole freeform.
We're talking about cannibalism.
It's a pity Rosetta's not here.
Well, she unfortunately had to step away.
Yeah. I understand.
I think only in case of emergency is a good policy for cannibalism.
No.
That's my, or yeah.
I think survival is the fucking cannibalism thing. You know what I mean? Survival.
Well, that would constitute as an emergency, wouldn't it?
Yep. If you're dying of hunger, that's an emergency. And dude's already dead. Dude is already dead. I don't feel bad. I didn't kill him. It's just me.
I have no
speaking, you can live about a month without food.
Here's the thing.
Yeah, but you can only live
Genisys is actually right
water.
Because
you can only live 2 weeks without water. That's the problem.
Yeah, as long as you drink blood, you get water, you're good. But
drink blood.
Here's the thing, guys. Have you ever heard? Or I can easily come up with a movie thing with this, because there was a movie In the Heart of the Sea with Thor, the guy that played Thor.
Yeah, I know it, dude. Yeah, I know the movie.
And it was based on the real thing that inspired Moby Dick. And that's actually, they based that off of the real happenings of the Essex. And they got that. I mean, they had to resort to cannibalism, yes. But even then, it didn't help them because they were still very malnourished and thin. I mean, holy crap. I'm wondering, did he actually, or was Hemsworth really hyped up or dedicated to that role to actually thin himself down that much? Or did they do that
Bale did it in The Mechanic. You ever see The Machinist? You ever see The Machinist?
Exactly.
No, I have not.
Oh my God. Christian Bale went bone thin for that role.
Look what he did in that role, dude. You are absolutely right. Look what Bale did in that role. Fucking Hemsworth, man. He was he used to be in Home and Away or Neighbours, whatever the soap was. Him and his brothers. They never scaled themselves. Like you say, the Christian Bale movie. The only person who ever did that before was De Niro when he was doing Raging Bull.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nobody had ever done that for a role in a movie.
I think
Christian
another
Bale
one that
did
tried,
it, and De Niro did it.
Do you remember this guy that all right? What's the name of that?
Fucking hell, my jeez, yeah.
He did it for I think it was Drugstore Cowboy or something like that. A movie about like AIDS and getting medicine. Yeah. I think he followed in this. I think The Machinist came first though.
Yeah, Machinist came first.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, how many actors?
No. Look
how many actors?
Raging Bull. Look at Raging Bull and what De Niro did.
Oh yeah. No, yeah, definitely.
That
De Niro
came first. No fucking questions. No questions.
Well, I haven't.
Take it easy, open-minded.
I know I should have, but I haven't seen it yet.
Yep.
Look what De Niro did for Raging Bull in that role, mate.
I confess I'm guilty of the cinematic sin of not having seen that yet.
Well, it's a film you should see. Not only it's one of De Niro's finest performances, and it's also one of Scorsese's greater movies.
I haven't seen Taxi Driver. I haven't
What?
seen The King of Comedy.
What?
I saw The Joker. I think it was the perfect for me to see The Joker because I hadn't seen the other.
But the Joker, everybody's got the Joker is the greatest movie ever made. No,
I think
it's
not the greatest movie,
mediocre at
good.
best. I'm sorry, all these people who want to put Joker on a pedestal. I'm sorry, it's a mediocre film at best.
Yeah, but it's going for film of the year, not film of the century. If you look at the other crap that they put out,
but it's mediocre at best. It's not even really a good movie.
Yes, but the rest of them are literal shit. I mean, if you got literal shit and mediocre, you have to pick one.
Yeah, he's got a point there.
Everything the Joker's going up against
I will go with that, sir.
All the other movies that it's going up against are crap. But as all movies as a whole,
whoa, sorry. All the films it's going up against are better movies than the Joker.
Which one?
They are. Sorry, but they are. They're better movies than the Joker.
Is 1917 in there?
Oh God, it's one nomination. It's one nomination behind the Joker.
That might win.
I don't think it's. I'll tell you what it's gonna win. 1917 is going to win Best Editing, without a shadow of a doubt. It's going to win that. But I don't know about everything else.
I think the nominations are a show of support, but I don't think it'll win all of them. I think it'll win 4 of them. And I'm just saying a number. I don't know what the categories are.
No. When I think about it in the nominations, I think you're right. I think it might take home 3 or 4. I think you're right there. It might take home 3 or 4. But the Joker, and I don't know why everybody thinks that it deserves these awards.
Because this is an era where a lot of people have not seen Taxi Driver or King of Comedy, so they don't see it as like a remix of those 2 movies.
It doesn't deserve any nominations. The Joker doesn't, as far as I'm concerned. It doesn't deserve.
Look, if you got to look at all the movies of the year, and you got to pick top. I mean, it's there's a lot of garbage out there. It's hard to find what is the best of the year. It's just garbage.
Yeah, you're
knowing that they're gonna try to shoot.
You are so right. You are so right, dude. I mean, look at the picks. Look at what we've got. You are totally right.
He's got a point.
I think The Last Jedi lowered the bar for everything.
Well, who gives a shit about that?
Too.
Who cares?
Touching on digital pollution. Touching on digital pollution's point.
Go ahead.
I've actually another person who actually shares this point of view. The whole big buzz is, and here's what my friend told me the other day. It's like people are so starved for a movie that doesn't have an agenda that they are willing to prop up any movie that doesn't and say it is good. Now, I don't fully agree with that statement, but it's still a statement that has some merit. Because let's face it,
situation we're dealing with.
2019 was a year of movies that had so many agenda-driven nonsense movies.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how many? We could literally count movies on our hands or on one hand that didn't have agendas. I mean, Alita didn't have an outside agenda. Godzilla King of the Monsters didn't have an outside agenda. Joker didn't have an outside agenda.
Godzilla, though,
a little bit
addressed like the population problem, which is
Godzilla. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing.
I agree with this man here. Yes, it did.
Like Genisys and Godzilla, because Michael Dougherty is such. Michael Dougherty is such a Godzilla fan that he did it in the old Godzilla style. every one of the Japanese Godzilla movies addressed the main world issue, which was either
I'm sorry, mate, but I'm sorry, but
human.
No.
Yeah, but
sorry.
they made the terrorists the psycho environmentalists.
Not
That's
even
who
the
bad
old
guys are in the
Godzilla
movie.
movies addressed that. It got to a point where it was like, let's wrap a couple of guys in suits, make a fucking movie, bang it, bada bing, bada boom.
The first movies in the series, or in the original Godzilla eras, did.
The first Godzilla movie is the only serious Godzilla movie. Oh, all right.
Really
And so, if you want, flash forward it to the 60s, Godzilla and the Smog Monster. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, they definitely, after the Showa era, Heisei definitely jumped into some really campy shit.
The whole Godzilla franchise, apart from the first one, was just good fun time at the movies.
Okay, you're gonna hate me for this, but I liked 1996 Godzilla. I thought it was okay, entertaining.
Hang on.
Are you talking about the Broderick one? The 98?
The Roland fucking Emmerich movie.
The one with the professional. You remember the professional?
Oh, yeah.
The guy who...
He's talking about 98. He's talking about Zilla.
You're on about the Roland Emmerich Godzilla movie.
I don't know his name, but probably that one. The one in New York.
I like
garbage.
Hey,
yes,
it was, but it was so bad that it was good in some ways.
Yes,
it was so. It's a guilty pleasure movie.
Right, the prime response.
But it's better than Last Jedi.
Right, the prime response. If you know your Godzilla movies, right? There was a Godzilla movie called Tokyo SOS. Right. Yep. If you know your Godzilla movies, and one of them, Roland Emmerich's Godzilla, was a character just called Zilla. Right?
Yep.
I think it could have gone with another name.
Roland Emmerich's character, that bullshit movie called Zilla, they had him in fucking Showdown Tokyo, whatever it was. I can't remember now. Whatever the fucking movie was.
I just cared more about the character.
And Godzilla walked up, picked up the Roland Emmerich Godzilla, wringed its neck, and fucking threw it away.
That movie. They bought the rights to Zilla just so they could fucking murder him. That's exactly what they did.
Look at it. You look at Tokyo SOS or Final Wars. What it was either SOS or Final Wars. I can't remember
It was Final Wars.
Yeah,
I cared more about
the character. They picked up Zilla. They created a character called Zilla, which was Roland Emmerich's bullshit Godzilla. Okay. And Godzilla just picked him up, wrung its neck, and fucking threw it away. Exactly.
I just cared more about the characters. And the new ones, the characters I can barely care about. I don't know. They're all stupid. I'm like, what are you doing? Why the fuck are you doing this? Yeah, if I look at the plot, it's an intelligent plot. I could have changed the name. I could call it Lizardzilla or have no Zilla in it.
Yeah,
and if you take the Godzilla out of it, it's a good movie. If you take the Godzilla out of it, it's an okay movie.
Only the problem with modern movies. This is the problem with modern movies.
Well, I'm not saying it's a great movie. I'm saying it's my guilty pleasure. I'm saying I cared more about the characters than the characters I've seen in other Godzilla movies, and I'm saying the plot made more sense to me.
Yeah.
Everyone, don't get your knickers all in a twist over this shit, okay?
Oh, I'm not mad. I'm just showing a perspective.
What the fuck was that, Annihilus?
The more perspective, the better the view. That's true for objects and subjects.
I know. Just making sure we all know where we can.
No, and also I like Jupiter Rising. I think after Last Jedi, it holds up better than it's a dumb movie, but I liked it. I like some dumb movies. I can't, I wasn't trying to push a message on me.
That's true. I mean, there was one, I remember, everybody knows what a stupid funny movie is. Like, or example given, Super Bad.
Yeah.
Or Super Troopers and them.
Also.
Yeah. Well, they tried doing that with a movie last year, which was Good Boys. but they actually introduced woke elements into it.
Is that the thing where like it was about these kids growing up or whatever?
It's about these kids that got their hands on drugs and they were trying to get a drone because the drone got smashed and shit.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
haven't seen it.
They freaking talking, or they got this whole sex doll thing and whatnot. Oh my gosh.
What was the woke thing that they introduced into it?
Well, they were doing the whole, you gotta have her consent before asking for a kiss. They had a freaking non-gender conforming bathroom.
What?
Or gender neutral bathroom in a play for kids. It's like, what the actual F, man?
God, I think I just threw up in my mouth a little.
A little bit, yeah, right?
Yeah. And I'm like, I did a review for that movie, and I'm like, I had to stop myself from leaving that theater 3 times in order to stay sane. Because
Look, I support all these brave reviewers that spend their money and their time on these horrible movies so that we don't have to. I don't judge you for paying money for whatever bad movie you're seeing.
Does Good Boys Get Better?
Oh, yeah. As long as the super chats are paying for it. That's what you got to remember.
I mean, you get out here and you tell these people, hey, you're going on a date. That might be a minimum, $50 if it's dinner and a movie. If you're taking the kids, it's $100. You want to go to a good movie, and the reviewer protects my wallet. All reviewers.
Holy shit, you better invent a time machine than to go see a good movie.
Yeah.
I don't know. What's good out there?
Sorry.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Later, dude. I think so the best of what there is.
Take care, Open.
I think.
Yeah, he took off.
I haven't seen it, but I heard
go.
things about that DiCaprio movie with Tarantino and the other guy. Oh my God, Hollywood or some, the one.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yes, sir.
I thought that was a funny as fuck movie.
A great fucking movie.
I'll take you guys' words on it. I gotta check it out. I haven't checked it out yet.
Yeah,
I mean, when I saw that movie, oh my God, Shannon Lee, Bruce Lee's daughter, went ape shit because fucking of how Bruce Lee's character was was expressed in it, and it's like,
yeah, Brian, I heard all about that, Brian.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay, I haven't seen it, but I don't mind the spoiler. What happened there? What was going on to that?
Basically, he was coming across as a pompous ass, and Brad Pitt's character beat the shit out of him.
Oh wow! Did anyone beat Bruce Lee's ass in Hollywood?
Everybody beat Bruce Lee's ass in Hollywood. Here's the sad truth.
Bruce Lee only did one Hollywood movie anyway.
No, but I mean,
he only did the one Hollywood movie. Then he did shows and shit. Well, no, he did movies.
Bruce Lee only did one Hollywood movie.
Yeah, Hollywood movies, yes. Not Bollywood, but Chinawood movies. He did a lot, or did others.
No, he did 5 movies in China, and then he made
Enter the Dragon.
Enter the Dragon. That was his studio, Warner Brothers studio movie. He'd done 5 movies before that in China.
If we were to enter the dragon, wouldn't that mean the dragon would be eating us?
What was that? Sorry?
I think the dragon died.
But yeah, Bruce Lee, he's a martial artist on film. The thing is, from what I heard from reliable sources, he never won a fight in real life in any like professional.
I've seen like old black and white.
Let me tell you now, dude. Being an old fuck, I can remember Bruce Lee, right? And he won every fucking tournament he ever entered. He won the lot. He won them all.
Yeah.
Well, if he did, okay, then I'll stand corrected. And my sources no longer reliable.
It's not the same as a street fight.
You've got to remember, he tried his career in Hollywood, America, in the 60s. If you can remember a TV show called The Green Hornet.
I remember,
which was done by the same people that made the Batman TV show.
Yep.
Right? You've got to remember, Bruce Lee was in that, and Bruce Lee was nobody at that point in his career. He left America in the back end of the 60s and then went back across China to make the Bruce Lee movies we know, and then come back in America to make Enter the Dragon.
Well, it was the 60s. During the 60s, the Democrats were still imposing the segregation on everybody. So, you know, it was really a little harder.
Yeah, but the 60s was when Bruce Lee was on your TVs. If you remember
that's true.
Right. Yep.
I mean, I'm not old enough to be alive in the 60s, but I remember that part of being told about it, yeah.
Well, that things started to change around that time. But
Bruce Lee left America.
Yeah.
After the Green Hornet, he left America.
He was supposed to get the role that Carradine got in Kung Fu.
Yeah,
he was.
But totally right, dude. Yeah,
he's pretty pissed about that. He's like, "What the fuck is this?"
But he left America. He wasn't interested. He went back to Hong Kong. He went back to China. You know what I mean?
All right, guys. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, but you're all right there.
All right, take it easy, Genisys. Thanks for stopping by.
Pleasure to speak with you, sir.
Same. Later.
Good to see you. Well,
man.
What else are you guys talking about? I kind of came in here and got in the middle of
We're just talking random movie shit.
All right, so back to Bruce Lee, man. I seen some of his demonstrations in black and white, and I wouldn't fuck with the guy, but I don't know if that's the same as a street fight. Wouldn't.
The black and white demonstrations, are you talking about the ones where he was lighting matches with nunchucks and shit?
Oh, he was doing no. I don't know about that.
Because I was about to say, if you saw any of that shit, that was fake.
No. I've seen
I was about to say I have never seen that or never heard of that.
Oh, they're funny. So. They're funny. They got some funny.
I know. Well, clearly it's fake. Where
he's playing ping pong with fucking nunchucks and shit.
What I'm talking about is very old. You can tell it's the 50s. It's not even the 60s. It's black and white. It's obviously a demonstration in China, and they're doing the demonstration for the 1-inch punch.
In
the ring, he's doing speed demonstration of how
I
fast
know exactly what footage you are referring to. The 1953 Hong Kong fucking championship thing.
Yeah,
I know exactly what footage you're referring to. The black and white footage.
Thank you, Christian.
There's some training of him training Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and you can see how fast that fucker.
This is what you forget. He trained fucking Lee Marvin, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Chuck Norris. He had so many people. And his private dojo, the Hollywood stars at the time, in the late 60s and early 70s, all the Hollywood stars were basically friends with Bruce Lee because they wanted to train at his dojo.
And I think that's where he got some of his clout, and I think that's part of the way he got into some of these, got even into a Hollywood movie. That's how he got even into a lot of this stuff, because when he came here, I don't think he... I think he started with the dojo first, and then came the acting stuff. I'm not sure if they came at the same time. He was already.
No, you're right, dude. Am I right? Dude. All right, you are right. Bruce Lee come back after leaving America. Went back to China. He come back in the early 70s. Opened up 2 dojos. I think it was California. If I remember right, he opened up 2 dojos in California. And that's where he got his name.
For the longest time, I thought his daughter was named Sarah and that she made cakes, pound cake. Sarah Lee. No, my friends tricked me. You're a kid in school. You don't know. You're a kid. You're like, okay, I guess. And then you believe that shit until 10 years later. Like, Shannon, I thought it was Sarah. I said, no, motherfucker.
No, Sarah was his wife. But yeah, Bruce. Here's the thing, folks. When Jason Scott Lee did the Bruce Lee movie, everybody thought that Jason Scott Lee was actually Bruce Lee's son, and it's like, no, he's Hawaiian.
No,
Not Chinese.
that fuck got shot on set.
It's a shame about Brandon Lee, though. He had a lot of potential.
Yes, he did. I will say that Brandon Lee was a great actor. I've only seen two movies that he was in.
Whoa, great.
I said potential.
I won't say he's an awesome actor. Great is below awesome in my book.
Well, here's the thing.
Well, I'd like to say competent.
There you go.
Listen, I rest a lot on directors. And I rest a lot on
So
the
do I, dude.
A lot on the
It's
script.
director who makes the picture.
I have seen Nicolas Cage do moving performances. I have seen Nicolas Cage do garbage. It's the same fucking guy. You can't blame him.
Yeah,
At some point, you got to blame the director.
Exactly, man. You're either working with the Coen brothers or you're working with some schmuck.
Yeah.
And some of these noobs, they don't know how to get a good performance out of an actor.
Dude, I am so fucking with you on this, dude, because I know film, I know directors. Dude, we need to talk.
It was an awesome movie. The Crow was a very great movie.
But yeah, I think if he would have kept going on his, his career, mastering his craft.
It was good for what it was, but the fucking actual plot of The Crow was just boring. Gang kills said dude. Said dude comes back from the dead and kills gang. It was mediocre at best.
I think pacing matters. You got to pace it right.
Yeah, you do. And that wasn't really it was a revenge plot, but it wasn't a revenge plot. It was more of a balancing scale kind of plot.
But the thing is, it's an old time story. That's the problem The Crow had. It's an old time story.
Oh, we've told almost every story we can tell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, actually, you dude, fucking join my Discord. We need to talk about film.
Yeah, look, I go live once in a while, and sometimes I drop the link like Orange Hat did. You can come in and talk to everybody. I don't got a big crowd, but I think I'm at like 500 to 600. But
subscribers? Damn, dude, you got way more than me. I mean, what the fuck am I at right now?
Holy shit! Lone Wolf Cub is in the chat.
Yep. How you doing, Lone Wolf?
And Dr. Bollocks.
Dr. Bullet, thank you guys for joining the chat.
Let me see. I'll check how many I got. I'm not very sure.
Well, guys, fucking OH, this is because I fucking tweeted it and shared it out, man.
Thank you,
557. I'm at 557. So, if you guys want to go subscribe to me, go ahead. But I mostly talk about...
Oh, I already did.
I talk about comics. I talk about movies. And I talk about the crowdfundings, some of the stuff that happens in there. I'm very foul-mouthed.
Sketch, dude.
I'm going to get going, you guys. I'll see y'all later.
See you later,
take it easy, Annihilus. Thank you for stopping by.
Yeah, no problem.
Take care, brother.
Kapla.
Well, you guys can sometimes see me on Ethan Van Sciver stream. I think you know who it is.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was on there yesterday. Yeah, I was on there yesterday, and it was a good show. Sometimes he likes to keep me on there. Sometimes I guest on War Campaign. I don't do that a lot, but once in a while they like to keep it to the main cast. Let me see where else I've gone. I've gone on a couple of shows. I used to go a lot on World Class Bullshitters. I got a couple of shows over there. Yeah. When you look for their fan film shows, those are shows that I was running. I probably run another one, but they keep pretty busy, and I haven't really asked for a slot. But I also did the comic streams on World Class Bullshitters. I ran those too. I used to get like their highest tier so I could promote people.
Nice. To answer Kamen Rider 64.
Oh, go on. Carry on. Sorry.
To answer his question, my favorite movies I'll I'll give you my top 3. My favorite movies from
Porn
2019
doesn't
were
count. You can't count porn.
Yeah.
obviously not.
Come Sluts Volume 3 doesn't count.
Yeah. Godzilla, King of the Monsters was my favorite because, well, I've been a Godzilla fan since I was 2, so I'm biased. Alita Battle Angel was my second, and Joker was my third.
That's a good list.
Yep. But oh my gosh, did I ever tell you guys about the story about Avengers Endgame when I did the review for that?
What happened?
Well, when you realized it was a shit movie.
I was reviewing it on the pre-screening in my theater, and let's just say that it wasn't really a packed theater, but there was enough people in there, and I'm like sitting next to my friend, and I'm like, as soon as they start rolling credits, that movie sucked, and everybody fucking looks at me like I just shot a fucking kid. Everybody just freaking looks at me like I shot a damn kid. And I'm like...
In all fairness, the movie fucking sucked. The movie sucked. And
it does.
It made a lot of sense.
I am sorry about my crowd invading the chat.
No, man. The more the merrier.
I think Infinity War was the best one.
Infinity War was the best one. And they should have stopped there.
No, it sucks. Them Marvel movies have sucked for a long time. And the special effects ended up looking like a Saturday morning TV show. It's like, what are you doing?
I know.
Oh, God.
The ending was messy on that Endgame. That ending? Oh my God!
Endgame was garbage. It was absolute fucking rubbish.
I mean, here's the thing. If I was to actually cut Endgame, I would literally cut freaking Captain Marvel out of the whole fucking thing, first off.
Well,
I would also cut the therapy scene with Captain America.
In all fairness, they cut her out of it. They just went, flick, goodbye.
Yeah. I mean, oh my gosh, there was that. Somebody put it on YouTube that a cool cut where she gets punched out by Thanos with the Power Stone, and when they show her getting punched out, you see Chris Tucker. You got knocked the fuck out. And it's like, oh damn, that was why couldn't they edited that in freaking just an audio of Chris Tucker after she gets knocked out? You got knocked the fuck out.
Okay,
Dude,
so
I swear to God, I don't know what my video project is going to be for the next 20 hours.
So Lone Wolf Cub says MCU movies suck except Winter Soldier. I'll give the Captain America leeway as a good trilogy. If you just take the Captain America movies by themselves,
Winter Soldier was the last really good fucking Marvel movie.
I kind of like Civil War. I like Civil War.
Civil War was decent.
I didn't love it. I didn't love it.
Civil War was decent, but they did kind of go a little over the top with Spider-Man.
I'll give it decent, not great. But
I love Winter Soldier.
Fucking forget it. Them Marvel movies suck fucking balls after that.
I loved Winter Soldiers, but I liked Civil War, and I also liked First Avenger. I thought it was a decent movie.
Captain America First Avenger was a great movie. That was during a time when Disney didn't own Marvel.
So how many trilogies do you not
they did at that point, but that's irrelevant.
How many trilogies?
What you say, though, up until Civil War, the finger was on the button.
Yeah.
Up until Civil War. Then after Civil War, all them movies fucking lick balls. All of them.
I kind of like Ant-Man and the Wasp as a comedy. Action comedy.
Yeah, I like the first one because it was a heist movie.
Yeah.
It was a heist movie. I saw
Kamen Rider.
The second one got a little too jokey and a little annoying.
One second, guys.
The second one was garbage.
I am not aware of the Channel Awesome controversy. I did not know of it. Iron Man 3 was Disney for my... Yes, I do know that Iron Man 3 was a Disney movie. Anything that took place after Avengers, the very first Avengers movie, was Disney owned. I do know that.
Was it 2012? Was it 2012 when they bought it? 2012?
Yeah, it was 2012, 2013.
So good trilogies. How many are there? Captain America, I nominate for good trilogy. What else we got?
Yeah, but is it really a trilogy? Is it really a trilogy?
I think it is.
Yeah, it's not a trilogy really so much because a trilogy...
It's 3 movies under the same title. What do you want?
Yes, but here's the thing. These 3 movies are also tied into a greater universe.
Listen,
they don't tie into each other. They tie into a greater universe. And they're years apart, so there's missing context.
Listen, Star Wars, the original trilogy, ties itself to a larger universe. It's still one of the top 5 trilogies of the world.
Yeah, it is. But also those movies tie into each other and do not have missing context either. Where if you look at... Just hear me out. If you look at Captain America 1, First Avenger, and then Captain America Winter Soldier, you got characters in Captain America Winter Soldier that if you didn't pay attention to any of the movies in between, you don't know who these people are.
No.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I disagree. I think you could watch The Winter Soldier as a separate movie, as a separate entity, and I don't think you need to know the rest of the Marvel Universe bullshit. I think...
Well, yeah.
Especially that movie, because it's one of the finest Marvel movies, is The Winter Soldier. Because it's a great espionage thriller. I think that's what makes that movie work.
If you take someone who has not seen any of the MCU movies and you just show him those 3, they'll think it's a trilogy and they'll say, yeah, I buy it.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I can go with that.
There's just few
we've been
good
going
trilogies.
An hour 46.
Usually the last one in the trilogy to just fall off, or the second one, or somewhere in the trilogy it just goes a little crazy, like The Matrix. I liked well, it's almost 6 of them. There's 4 main movies and 2 documentaries.
Whoa.
But I like the 3 that were live.
Hang on, all I know is 3 movies in the animated universe.
That counts. That's Animatrix is for the 4th one. I think it's the 3rd one.
Because that is the best Matrix.
The Animatrix was very well done. I mean, all the different, or the 9 different stories, because it expanded on the Matrix lore and made the 3 movies the 3 live actions, it made them more understandable.
It gave them a little bit of
the in-betweens.
Yep.
I agree with you, dude. I completely agree with you.
I mean, the story with the kid, which is the kid that was so obsessed with Neo in the second one.
That's the one that loads the bullets, right? That's the guy who was loading the bullets, and then he gets in the other guy's mech suit.
Yeah,
that's what that was.
Yeah, that was when Neo kept on saying, "You saved yourself." I didn't understand it until I saw his story, where he actually broke himself out of the Matrix when he tried killing himself.
Yes.
And I'm like, holy shit. I mean,
the red pill kills you. That's what it does. And once you die, they can find you.
Finest. Also, or the world record or whatever it was, the guy with the runner.
Yeah.
Or the guy that was the runner, he actually ran out of the Matrix.
Basically.
And that is why as he was running, the freaking agents are like, his carrier signal is getting unstable. He's waking up. We got to put him back down.
Yep.
And he understood what happened. He actually maintained his memory of what happened outside of the perceived reality. Yep. These were stories of potentials that were mentioned in the first Matrix movie. And these are ones that witnessed the reality outside of the Matrix.
Animatrix is the 3rd movie. Revolutions is the 4th. A lot of things that happen in Animatrix.
No, but Animatrix spans difference of times. You know what I mean? It jumps around with the timeline.
Animatrix.
Yeah, kind of.
You know what I'm saying, OH? It jumps around with the timeline.
Yes, it's different. I mean, they're going from the first iteration of the Matrix to the third to the second to the third. They're explaining different arcs of the Matrix and its different
and then you've got that two-parter, which is the birth.
Every single arc in Animatrix happens before Revolutions.
No, does it? No.
What arc happens after?
Dude, one of the parts of Animatrix, the two-parter, whatever that was the beginning. You know what I mean?
After.
He's asking what took place after.
Let me repeat myself.
Jumps around in the timeline.
Allow me to repeat myself. Every single arc inside the Animatrix takes place before at Matrix Revolutions. This is a fact.
No.
What arc happens after Revolutions?
What story of the 9 in Animatrix takes place after Revolutions is what he's asking.
I am just thinking, and he's right.
I am right.
Yeah, he is.
I watched every documentary on it. I know I'm a weirdo because I liked all three of them.
Dude, that's why
I like all three, dude. They're guilty pleasure.
We're all weirdos.
Well, I also like the philosophy. They had like a whole bunch of philosophy.
Hey, it was.
Talk about it.
Cub is right. Animatrix was a mixed bag. Cub is right. It was displacing to
I'm just talking about the chronology. Nothing in Animatrix happened before.
And you are right, dude.
I love Final Flight of the Osiris. I mean, shit, man. When they were slicing each other's clothes off, that was pretty freaking hot.
That's basically.
Oh, it wasn't the day.
Not what do you call it when you're about to prologue? That's basically what it was. A prologue to the Revolutions.
Yeah.
No, that was a prologue to Reloaded.
We're a prologue, weren't they?
To Reloaded.
Revolutions was 3, not 4, or was 3, not 2.
So I'm just talking
Matrix
about
Reloaded was number 2.
Final Flight of the Osiris was a prologue to Reloaded.
Yes.
The person who gets is Will Smith's wife, Jada Pinkett.
Yep. You're totally right.
Also, the package. Okay.
Also, the game Enter the Matrix. The Matrix game with Niobe and Ghost was also needed, or people needed to understand some other context, so they had that game made. And I just watched that before I went live too, so I understood some of the context from the game. I mean, Niobe actually fought against the many Agent Smiths. She also, in the Niobe arc, she also got to kiss Persephone from Reloaded, and it's like, damn, get it, girl.
I forgot the game. Did they film a scene or was it digital?
Oh, it was live action filmed.
All right.
They did live action, while they were filming Revolutions and Reloaded, they were also filming stuff for the games. And it's like, holy shit, man.
Fucking Brian. Orange. Yeah.
I like that
Matrix had Monica Bellucci in it. Yep.
Oh shit,
Monica Bellucci, man.
I've
seen that woman. I've seen that woman naked.
Who's that?
Oh wait, I can remember.
She played Persephone.
Oh.
The one that got the kiss from Neo.
Yeah, the Merovingian girl, the old Neo's girl.
Yeah. Well, no, Merovingian was not an old Neo. He was not an old.
Like an old Neo that picked the new system.
Oh, here we go.
Merovingian was a dangerous program that basically had interacted with Neo's predecessors.
So it wasn't a Neo predecessor. It was their.
He's a program. He's not a.
So he's not a proto. He's not a previous
human.
Neo. He's a previous Agent Smith.
No, he's just a program that was very dangerous and kind of broke out of the main shit, but he's basically information control, so to speak. He's a trafficker of information, as he explains. But yeah, man, when It's like the guy who plays him. I'm like, dude, he's so savvy and sadistically disgusting that I love it. I mean, this dude freaking gave a woman a freaking piece of cake that gave her an orgasm.
Well, I mean, when you look at it, it's trying to go into there's different philosophy. There's a philosophy that believes you do have control of your actions, and there's a philosophy that believes you don't. You're just a victim of your choices, and the choices that you have aren't even given to you. So there's that view that of predestination versus autonomy, of destiny versus self-determination.
That was one of the things that the Merovingian was pointing out, causality.
Causality. I mean, are you just going on because of what happened, or do you have a choice in your actions?
Exactly, and that was actually the whole real message of the Matrix. And that's one thing that Neo figured out while he was talking to the architect. But one of the funny things that I absolutely love from Matrix Reloaded was the MTV Music Award adaptation that they did, where freaking Will Ferrell is the goddamn architect.
I remember that.
Oh my god, man, that is so fucking funny. He's like,
I didn't see that, but that is fucking hilarious.
God bless
you. Dude,
you.
Look it up. MTV Music Awards Matrix adaptation. And he's like, you do not want to see me get out of this chair. Open your trap one more time, and I'm going to introduce a whole freaking kid, a whoop ass over your candy ass. And then because freaking Neo just keeps on talking to him, he's like, no, you won't let it. And he's like,
oh shit! I haven't seen that. Fucking hell.
Oh my god! He's like, and then Neo's about to leave, and he's like, if I were you, bite your tongue, bite it. I would hope we would. Then he's like, I would hope we would never meet again. And he's like, why'd you say that? I told you to shut up. And he gets up and tackles Neo right through the door. And he's like, I told you to shut up.
I gotta see it again.
God, it was so freaking hilarious. I watched it over and over.
Oh, fucking hell. I haven't seen that. Fucking hell.
It's been a while.
Dude, oh my God, man.
They did something like that with Smeagol.
Freaking laughing that one.
Didn't they do something like that with Smeagol from Lord of the Rings?
Yes, they did. For I think it was Two Towers. Yeah, it was for Two Towers where they had that in the appendices it was a hidden Easter egg in the appendices of the Two Towers extended edition where Andy Serkis was doing it, and then Gollum's like, "You're a liar and a thief." It was me. We all did it, and freaking Gollum and Smeagol and Andy are freaking going at it, and he's like, "That's enough, Gollum." He's like, "Piss off, Serkis, you stupid rough." He's like, "I'm not fat." He's like, "We're not thanking anybody for this. Not you, not MTV, and not those pixel pushing dickwads at What a Digital. And Peter Jackson, my precious, who do you think you are, you fucking hack? Shame on you! Shame on you! Go fuck yourself!" And he's like, "Oh my god!"
Shit, I haven't seen that, but that sounds funny.
If you did that today, they'd call it.
They're all on YouTube. They're all on YouTube. You can find them on YouTube, man.
Oh fuck! Orange, I haven't
seen it. Tank Man. Oh my gosh, that was too.
I got a quick phone call. Give me a second.
All right, take it easy. But yeah, oh my gosh, man. The Batman.
I swear to God, I am not in the vicinity of a children's school. That's the phone call he's got to take.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, dude. Speaking of which, have you ever seen or do you know the channel Team 4-Star Digital Pollution?
Team 4-Star? No, I might not be familiar with it, but I might be familiar with what it is.
Have you ever heard of Helsing Ultimate?
No. Oh,
all right.
No,
well, look up Helsing Ultimate Abridged because, oh my gosh, dude, I'm a Catholic by baptism, but I'm really agnostic nowadays. But, oh my God, dude.
Bullshit anyway.
They make so many freaking religious jokes. Like, they take digs at the freaking Catholic religion so badly. And I can actually laugh at them because here's the thing.
Well, this is something I could probably laugh along with.
Oh, dude, trust me, you will. Look them up, man.
Is like, yeah.
I mean, when freaking Alucard is fighting the priest Anderson, he's like, "Huh? It smells like hypocrisy in here." And he's like, "Oh look, it's the He's like, "Oh look, it's the Catholic Church." And what's this? No little Timmy glued to your crotch. Progress. And oh my God, man!
Whoa! This shit exists.
This is called Hellsing Ultimate Abridged. It's from Team 4-Star.
Hellsing
Ultimate Abridged.
It's kind of like some cable network or something.
It was from the anime that was Hellsing Ultimate.
Okay.
But they did an abridged parody version of it.
Fuck, right, yeah. Now I'm with you. Yeah.
And oh my gosh, man. I did see the Netflix Castlevania. I thought that was fucking boss, man.
I liked it. There's some like anime guys that I've talked to that it wasn't so good. I'm like, you know what? If you play the game, you fucking love it. I don't know if you're like, if I'm gonna look at it as anime. But if you
They had a freaking baby in the mouth of a dead baby in the mouth of a fucking demon in that show. It's like, they crossed so many lines that would make SJWs fucking trip over themselves complaining. Holy shit, man.
You could not have a
what are you going to do? Spit his house or is it?
You can't have Spiegel.
Basically, he was keeping it for fucking leftovers.
You can't have that kind of that. It's a miracle that got by. But those ceremonies we were talking about before, you can't have that nowadays. They went insane over Ricky Gervais, and he just told it like it is.
I mean, oh my gosh, dude! Another thing that they did in Hellsing Ultimate Digital was Alucard went to Brazil. Alucard is basically Brazil or Dracula, but he goes by Alucard. But anyway, he's working for a Protestant religious organization to kill vampires and shit. And so he goes down to Brazil, and as they show the Christ the Redeemer statue, he's like, "Jesus wants a hug." Oh my God, he goes nuts on some of that shit, man.
This reminds me of Coach Ferrato. Have you ever heard of Coach Ferrato? You've never heard of Coach? Okay, so Coach Ferrato is a coach in Rick and Morty that is a vampire. At the end of that,
man, I know Rick and Morty. Yeah.
Okay, so they kill the vampire, and then Dracula has his meeting of what's going on, and they say, "Oh, one of our brothers has fallen, Coach Ferrato in America." Blah blah blah. He's like, "Okay, wait a minute. His name is fucking what? Coach Ferrato? How many ironically named vampires do we have?" I think you're not really hiding your name.
You've got to fucking pick a name. Yeah.
Alucard? Really? That's how you're hiding yourself? I mean,
oh my gosh, dude.
Oh, dude.
It's hilarious shit. And freaking Anderson comes back, and actually while he's in Brazil, and he gets into a little tiff, but he's there just to deliver a peace offering. Yeah, he's there to deliver a peace offering. He's like, the Catholic Church or the Vatican has extended an invitation to you, filthy heathens. And now, if you'd be very Christian-like, to get to pack your asses and ship your sorry asses out, and take the trigger happy harlot with you and the woman. And it's a guy who actually has long hair, and he's like, "Don't crois," because he's French. And oh my God, he's like, "Oh, I don't know what's worse: the Catholic Church strong-arming you into helping us, or the fact that you obviously haven't seen what I did to the statue of Big J." And as the plane's flying past Christ the Redeemer, you hear Anderson screaming because on Christ the Redeemer's statue, there's a humongous banner that says 420 YOLO swag for Jesus with the LGBTQ colors on it. And it's like,
Helsing?
This is Hellsing Ultimate Abridged from Team 4-Star, man. Holy shit! He just goes off on the Catholic Church, and so they're in a freaking Vatican meeting with the Queen of England and shit, and they're talking, and it's like the banner won't come down. I think it's a constrictor knot. And freaking, you find out Alucard had Alucard had a fucking sexual relationship with the Queen. He's like, oh wait, is that Betty? And her bodyguards gets in the way. He's like, I'm sorry, sir, you can't get out of my way. Slams their heads together, and she's like, oh my, if it isn't Allie. And oh my god, they get talking into horny talk and shit, and he's like, you know just what to say to moisten me up. The Queen says that, and you hear a lord off screen saying, oh, I can never have sex again. It's just so fucking fun. And so,
do you think he got with the Queen back when she was German?
Possibly. Well, the thing is, back in the 40s, he actually does a freaking back in time thing. And he's like, yeah, you're right. Let's not focus on the past. Instead, let's focus on
that cub will want to join in. I'm a German, and I will tell you how it is.
Well, you know what? A lot of these things we kind of it's not the people; it's the people in charge, right? So I have nothing against the Germans or the British, or but sometimes these royals and these politicians, they're not too good, and you need to be able to make fun of them.
Well, of course, dude. Look, they all piss in the same pocket. That's the way I look at it. They all piss in the same pocket.
I've never heard the saying, but I plan to use it.
Yeah, they all piss in the same pocket.
That's yeah. I mean, I think I want to see this. I want to see this version of Hellsing. It sounds fun. I heard there's like alternate versions of Dragon Ball Z too that are fucking hysterical.
I see. I'm a little bit too old in the tooth to know all this Dragon Ball Z and all this stuff.
Oh, Dragon Ball Z is basically a show where 3 out of 6 episodes are just the guy powering up. It's just the guy screaming and powering up.
I got to watch a show because I had countless people telling me, going, Jez, watch 1 Inch Punch Man. You will like it. Watch it, Jez. Watch 1 Inch Punch Man. You will fucking love the show. Watch it.
It's very sarcastic. It's a very sarcastic, and it's very tongue in cheek. I think they hate heroes, and they just spin in the face of heroes.
Don't you think that's the beauty of that show, though?
Yeah. Oh, I love it. But it just all these people that are taking their heroism so seriously, and he's the most powerful one. Yeah. And it just fucking bores him to tears.
Exactly. Yeah. That's why people will tell me, Luke, you will fucking love this. Oh, I don't want to watch another fucking anime show, blah, blah, blah. Jez,
dude, you should definitely
love this show. Jez, you will love this show. Just watch it.
There are 3 shows that are in the same vein of like superhero associations. There's My Hero Academia, there's One Punch Man, and The Boys.
Yeah.
I know The Boys.
Yeah, but those 3 are basically similar in that sense.
I know.
Yeah, there was one thing that I wanted.
Yeah.
I wanted to continue on that thing before my internet froze. Sorry about that. But Alucard's like, instead, let's focus on the past. And he goes over how he was working for the Hellsing organization back in the 40s for Operation Kraut Control, getting rid of a bunch of Nazi vampires and shit.
Nice.
No joke. And he's like, I was 15, or Walter was 15. Walter was a vampire hunter butler for the Hellsing for the Hellsing organization. And he's like, and if I'm remembering correctly, I was a girl. And so then Sir Reginald, or one of the lords at the meeting, he's like, wait, that would imply that the Queen was, interrupt my story again, Reggie, see what happens. And it's like, oh shit, man, because oh my god, it's just so awesome. God, dude. He just goes on. It is just the funniest shit. You seriously should check it out, Digital.
It's Team
4-Star Hellsing Ultimate Abridged.
you've got me fucking hooked. I want to fucking read this shit.
It's irreverent.
You've got me hooked.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, I actually, if you go to my channel to playlists, I actually have it on my playlist, the actual all 10 episodes.
Yeah, I'll check it out. I'm gonna definitely get into that.
Dude,
I'll be back.
Oh, see, I already, nah.
I like to consume as much media that is good as possible because most of it.
Oh my god, dude, you will not stop laughing at that. They even take a shot at Twilight. I mean, in the very beginning of this Hellsing Ultimate.
Throw me a link in the chat so I can.
No, I think he's got the playlist, right? You got the playlist?
Yeah, it's on my channel. Let me pull it up.
Yeah, throw me a link in the chat, dude, so I can fucking
Definitely.
get in there.
Working on it.
There's few things that are good out there to watch. I like the Ozark. That was okay. I like Breaking Bad, but that was a while ago. I liked El Camino, but I wouldn't say it's necessary. I'm a completist, so I liked it.
Yeah. Exactly. What did you think about El Camino movie?
I enjoyed it because I'm a completist. I don't think it's necessary, but I wanted to know.
Exactly. Did you think that film was necessary?
No, but I think it merited. It had enough audience to make its money back in subscriptions and likes and all that. I think it's a worthwhile endeavor.
Don't you think it was really flat and boring, though?
I think the pacings could have been faster. But
they
were also trying to make it a character piece, so they could have balanced that better.
Yeah, I agree with you. Because I was so disappointed with that movie.
The pacing was a little slow.
Yes, it was. I agree with it. Oh, dude, fucking hell, man! Me and you need to talk about movies.
A little bit faster.
I'm glad I brought you guys together.
Would have done well. Let me see. As far as Better Call Saul, you know what? I like lawyer stuff. I'm one of those guys that enjoy that kind of show.
No, but the thing is, that show on its own merits keeps you entertained because of the dialogue. It keeps you entertained on a weekly basis. That show.
And it acts as both a prequel and a prologue.
Yeah.
Because you want to find out. So there's no big spoilers here because you can see this in the first episode of Better Call Saul. But you pick up with him under an assumed identity. So you're basically knowing, okay, he survived. What the hell happened after to him? And that keeps you on the hook, so you want to find out. But it also functions to that point where he wasn't called Saul Goodman. He had a completely different name. I'm like, what the fuck am I watching? But I'm stuck. I kind of want to keep going. I think it's well written.
Well, what did he say at the end? It's all good, man.
Yeah, it's well paced.
For what it is. Saul Goodman.
Saul Goodman.
Sorry to cut in, guys, but I do actually have to start wrapping this up because I got to get some dinner in me and whatnot. I mean, trust me, if I could stay on doing this all night, I would, but I do got to start wrapping it up because I got to get dinner. I also got to take care of a few things. Also got to take another round of pain meds. But
I could absolutely use a little bit of a bite to eat.
Yep. So I want to thank you both very much for swinging by, talking movies and shit. Thank you very much to everybody who's subbed. I got 3 new subs while I was here. Digital, I put the play in the chat. I want to thank everybody in the chat for dropping by, dropping a like and whatnot. Wolf Cub, thank you very much. I'll see you guys later too. Y'all know the drill. Normal outro, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz. Digital Pollution, give yourself a plug.
Dude, I do a stream on Wednesdays. We just get drunk and talk shit on a Wednesday. And I would love if Sketch Therapy could join us. Because I've got on with this dude tonight, and pleasure to you, Orange Hat, as always.
You too. I'll
to introducing me to a fucking beautiful dude like Sketch Therapy.
Yeah.
So,
I am handsome.
Very welcome. Sketch, give your channel a plug.
Yeah, I'm Sketch Therapy. You can find me at Sketch Therapy. Sometimes I'm at World Class Bullshitters or at Comic Artist Pro Secrets. He has an open mic. You should come. I think you did come by the other day, right? I think I saw you
did.
there. So he also has an open mic, and yeah, I do some sketches with my art. I mean, I sketch as a therapy. That's basically my thing, and I'm technically insane, so there's that.
Nice.
But I'm not crazier than what people call reality.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Thank you for dropping by.
Sketch Therapy, man. Fucking join me Discord. Let's hang out. I'd like to talk to you a little bit more, dude.
I don't go on Discord a lot, but if you want, just sub to my channel so I can sub to you, so I can see you. Okay, mine is. Let me say something in the chat. Yeah. I'll say something in the chat, so you can. Yep. Okay, guys, I'm gonna just say something and say hi in the chat, and if you want, you guys can absolutely subscribe. And
yep, give these two fellas a subscription or a sub. And all right, guys, this has been Orange Hat Reviews, and I'll catch you all on the next one.
Orange, been a pleasure. And Therapy,
I'd
love to speak to you more.